Hi everybody, welcome back to another cottage renovation video. Shall we go inside? Follow me. It's very windy. Autumnal even. Right, here we go. So just a quick check to see how my lime render is setting. Not too bad. That's the mix that I use with the straw in it. So yeah, that's setting rather well. Plan to address this area today. Need a bit of reinforcing, some more render, and a bit of woodwork. Yeah, just to secure this area up. Because as you know, or if you don't, this is a weak spot in the renovation project. Becoming gradually stronger. Yeah, we've had lots of water ingress up above. Now, I might also today have a little dig around to see how easy or how hard this flooring is. Now it's rammed clay, earthen floor. Yeah, so I might have a little test dig here to see whether my theory of the no foundation under that wall is actually right. So we'll probably have a test trench along here, depending on how easy it comes up, so I know what I'm up against for the rest of the floor. Like I said in the previous video, I've got about 17 inches to dig from the back wall to the front wall, so it'd be good to know what I'm up against. Okay, right, got enough to be getting on with. Need to pop out and get some materials, so I'll get that underway, and yeah, a good plan for today. Get that dug out. I've also got a special delivery for April. Now April kindly bought something out of my Etsy shop, so April, this will be winging its way to you. Thank you very much for your custom, it's much appreciated. Right, let's get going so I can get back and do some work. Blowing a gale out here, terribly windy, raining. For those that didn't remember me saying, I've got a roofer. Well, I haven't really yet, but he come round, managed to locate one. He come round and he said, yeah, I'll give you a Devi, which is a quotation to repair the hull, but I can't give it to you until the end of August. So can't even get a price for the repair on the hull till then, so who knows. It's holding up, so let's carry on. And the other thing I like to do when I'm going out for a fairly long drive is plug in my EcoFlow unit. Now I plug it into the 12 volt charging point, and that is giving me 102 watts input. So yeah, harness the power of your car. A simple plug in there, that will keep me topped up when there's no sun about. I thought I might have found another roofer, but it's actually the person that come around and gave me, well, nearly gave me a quote. So yeah, as you can see, he's busy, he's up the ladder. Right, let's get going. Quite a large store this one, so I should get everything I need. Back in 5. So I'm back now. I've got a few bits out of the Brico. The main thing I went in this one for was to get some fixings for the piece of wood I need to attach to the wall, hammer fixings. Now one fixing was £8.50 just for one little metal fixing. I needed 4 of them. It's nearly 35 euros for 4 fixings. There's no way I was paying that, so I'll have to root around in my tool store, and I'm sure I've got something else I can use. There's no way I was paying 35 euros for 4 fixings. Stuff has really gone up. So while I'm having a good moan, the price of diesel's gone up as well. Yeah, it really is going up. Everything's going up. Those fixings I normally pay, well, in the past I've paid sort of £2.50 each for them. There's no way I'm paying nearly 3 times plus. No, so no. Right, on to another shop, see if I can get them there a little bit cheaper. Well, that's pleased me. I've got something not exactly the same, but an alternative that I can use. 4 for 99 centimes, so yeah, got enough left over for a coffee and a bite to eat. Right, I might just stop off one more place on the way home. It will be worth it. Some of you would have seen it before. It's a fantastic place, and I pass it, so I think I'll show the new viewers what I'm on about. Right, let's go. we're nearly there. This place is set in ancient woodland surrounded by myth and history, so right, some of you might have twigged it already. I think you'll agree this place needs no introduction. So here we have the ancient well, beautiful carved stonework. That's quite deep, as they normally are. So we've got a nice little building there, 1658. I think that one there is a dovecot. This one dates back considerably longer. And there's lots of history about this place. I might even or get Tom to do a blog about the history of this. Absolutely extraordinary. Lots of myths and legends surrounding it. Yeah, what a fantastic building. It's not open inside to the public, but you get a rough idea what it's like. And there's lots of sort of ruins dotted about the grounds. There's a beautiful lake over there. Yeah, set in really nice grounds, this place. I've had a good walk around it in previous videos. Right, let's have a look inside the dovecot. By the way, there's a creperie here. I can smell them cooking it in the background. It's made me rather hungry. So well preserved and looked after, these places. As you know, they take a lot of work. Right, let's go in. Oh wow, this is lovely. I'll say that every time I come in. Lots of ancient pieces of stonework. And around the edges, or little holes for the doves, I'd imagine. Pigeons, pigeonnier. Can't quite remember the exact history, but yeah, you've got quite a few birds in here. And that's where they're cooking my lunch. If I can get in now. Was it worth the detour? Yes, I think it was. Can't help but just walk up these few steps, get some feel what it was like back in the day. Wow, and straight away, just there is an opening where they would have chucked a few little objects on top of your head, some stale baguettes or something like that, to deter you from coming in. Don't know whether that was a toilet. But you do get a sense of history when you're just standing in these places. I don't go too near the edge. Right, down we go. Smell me lunch cooking. Right, let's see if I can get in there. Well, unfortunately it was reservation only, so I could only smell what was cooking, not taste it. Anyway, give me a chance to have a look around their lovely vegetable garden. Give me a great idea with this edging, the hurdling. I've got plenty of hazel. Lovely. Some benches. I've got plenty of logs and plenty of planks. That's a good idea. How simple as that? It's grown a lot since I was last here. It's nice. I'll have to pick my own dinner. Oh look, lots of tomatoes. A very pretty place indeed. Right. Okay, right. I'm going to get going now. Grab some lunch at home and get back to work. So I've just had me lunch. Sam made me homemade courgette and cheese soup and it was absolutely delicious, so I don't feel like I've missed out at all. Right, go to the car, get me EcoFlow out, get the lights set up, get started. Right, let's get to work. So here's the plan. Right, a quick inspection. It appears to be a foundation base stone there. A bit of dig around just to make sure. I might have to secure it a bit better than that, but it's a good base stone. It's tied into this corner. Now, what I want to use that for, if we scan up to the top, if we look at this beam here, goes into the wall, and then the floor joists fit on top of that beam there. Now, what I'd like to do is run a timber from underneath there. I know it goes into the wall. I'd like to come underneath there with a timber, come all the way down and pick up on that, which in effect is like a pad stone. So that would be a good start for my internal wall that's going to go across there. So I'm going to look for a timber to go up to there and then up to there. So if I can sort of come underneath with a timber and pick that one up there and then down to the bottom on that pad stone, that would tie this corner in. I can run some laths down to the sides like I did in this area here, and then render it with the lime. That way it will tie it in nicely. Yep. Sounds like a plan. It might change slightly. Right, let's see what timber I've got. This one should do. Plenty big enough. Alright, let's just prop this door shut. It's blowing a gale out there. Right. Let's get a spirit level on that. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. I can pack up off the bottom with some slate, bed that in. A little bit short, but yeah, that'll work. We're on closer inspection. I had a little dig about here, and this wasn't sitting on much, so that's come out. I'm going to dig this area out and get some limecrete in there, same as concrete but just mixed up with lime. Yeah, get a good foundation for this and then pack it accordingly with some slate. I may even find a bigger stone to put in there, not sure what I've got laying about. Right, so I've got a bigger stone. I'm going to dig subsoil out. That's going to go in the bottom of it, and if need be, that one can go on the top, and that way I can cut it to suit. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Right, let me explain what I've found. So, this stone here is the foundation stone for this front wall, and then after that, what we got here? A couple of walnuts. Squirrel must have buried it from the other side. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Yeah, so I dig this out. We'll get a nice stone on top of there. That'll be a good foundation to go up and pick that beam up. So get all this whole void filled up, in turn strengthen this front wall as well. So I'll get that cleaned up. I'll dig back a bit further, and I think there's just big foundation stones on this inner wall that are just sitting on the rammed earth. Okay, it's like an archaeological dig. So I'm just going to cut back a bit more with me axe, straighten the edge up, and that should give me at least 6 inches, 130, 140 mil base stone there. Obviously going to leave these ones in because they're the foundation for this ancient old front wall. But as you can see, this rammed earth floor, you go down and, you know, sort of 3 or 4 inches and you are into solid foundation. So, you know, it wasn't by chance that they built this wall on top of this. Once it's compacted, it really does go down hard. So yeah, so it's that water ingress that's caused all this damage down here and eroded the foundation. But I'll soon get this fixed. Ah, that's not good. There's no way I can wait till end of August, weeks and weeks away, just to get a price for it. Yeah, I'll have to take matters into my own hands. Right, I must have a look next door in the barn. Ugh. In case, make a dash for it. Yeah, look. The sheet's keeping some of the water off of it. Not all. Let's go and have a look. Okay. This is the bit I don't want to see. It's just on the edge of the cottage. Now this foundation is fine now, you know, this is perfectly okay to be outside, but it's just this area that's concerning me. Maybe I might have to put something on the underside just to transfer the water out to the front of the wall. Let's see what I've got. Now I've got a bit of old reflective insulation over there. So that'll do for starters. I think I'm going to go up there on my ladder and just staple it to the underside just to divert the water to the front of the wall. Once again, one job leads to another. It's alright, no surprise. I'm surprised it lasted this long, that's the only surprise really. It's alright, it's only a bit of water. Right, ladders, stapler, camera action. Before I get the ladders out, I might be able to access it from the cottage side. This is the area. Oh yeah, I think I can. I'll just staple it along here and then create a bit of a sort of trough so it goes through the hole out there to the outside. Temporary measure as usual until we get it addressed, but it will work. Right, let's go and get that insulation and staple gun. Right, let's have a look at it from the other side. Now, one way or another, I've got to get that to stop leaking. It's a little bit crude, but it's working. Just going to get up there and staple that one up, then try and channel the water on the outer edge of the wall. Now, talking of luck, I found a horseshoe. Now I can never work out whether it's that way up or that way. It's different in France. I'll go for that way. Like I said, temporary measure, but it is working. Just allows me to progress further in the cottage and get that corner nicely secured. So this is why it's so important for these old buildings to be able to breathe. If you do get leaks and that, it can naturally evaporate through the wall. If they're rendered on the outside with cement that don't breathe, and it just holds the moisture in. So yeah, you have to be mindful with these. I mean, every building, every country, every area, there's different methods of doing things. Sometimes there's several ways of doing things, and sometimes it's hotly contested. But yeah, and building systems evolve, you know, as we get more and more knowledge about stuff and research. But yeah, just take a look at that rain. It really is raining. I know rain's rain, but now other than that little leak that I just repaired, which is technically in the barn, there's no leaks in this cottage whatsoever, even though you can see daylight. If the rain comes down vertically, you're fine. Sometimes it blows horizontal. That's when you get a little bit in. So that's why you have to allow these buildings to breathe out again. Let's see whether it's still leaking. Well, no, it's not. Oh, it is, technically, but I've managed to divert the water to the front edge of the wall. As you can see, what it was previously like, it's starting to dry out a bit, so yeah. Oh yeah, temporary measure, but sometimes that's all you need just to get going again. Well, next door in the barn, on the floor, well, let me take you through and show you. Let's run the gauntlet again. Yikes! Oof. Okay, so underneath all of this is a beautiful stone floor, cobbled stone floor. Let me go and get a broom. Slowly it should reveal what it's like beneath. Now this has been down hundreds of years even. Really nicely worn. Right, let's get a little bit of water on that so you can see what I mean. Right, it'll just run out the door, and then slowly you'll see what I mean. And I probably won't do the whole of the cottage with it, but maybe just the entranceway. Underneath there is a beautiful stone floor. A bit hard to see at the moment. Conditions are not ideal anyway, so I'll probably lift up the majority of the stone in here anyway, and maybe site it in that cottage. Come through the door, maybe those stone cobbles down to this sort of area where the stairwell is going up to the first floor, and the entrance here, maybe just do that all in that natural stone. No, it's not pouring in. Let's deal with this area here. It's also very important to clean the stones, remove any old clay, dirt, dust, so that whatever you're using, whether it be lime or cement, sticks to it correctly. Yep. We've got plenty of water today. So, yeah, it's about there. Perfect. I just want to get it right in underneath there, where there's a big void. Probably do this in a few stages. Let it set. If you put too much in one go, it'll belly. before I forget, I'd just like to say a big thank you to everyone that joins me on the live chat. So yeah, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos or premieres, and join the club. Have a chat with us all just before the film kicks off. Got a great community, and yeah, just drop us a question or a comment. Let us know what you think. Right, see you on the next one.